welcome to your energetic wellness. I guess it would be like a forecast that is impacting you for January 11th through the 14th, so Saturday through Monday here in 2025. I am Tamara Jean, your awakening mentor and wellness astrologer here on High Vibe TV. Thank you so much for joining me and being a subscriber here on High Vibe. Truly appreciate you. And who's feeling this energy? I mean, how can you not, right? And it's like, it's hitting us at so many different levels with all of the Mars energy, right? The nodes are changing this weekend, right? On 1/11. And we have some like really significant transits as far as the astrology goes that are really impacting us at this time. And I know many people are experiencing the sleep disturbances, the having that kind of wired, tired feeling, like you are tired and or exhausted, really, that fatigue, yet you can't fall asleep or stay asleep, right? You're kind of feel amped at the same time. So like I said, that kind of wired, tired feeling. And there's so much, and I'm going to try my best to stay very like focused and precise with this information, because there's a lot to pack in over just the weekend with it. Number one, the 1/11, right? This is significance numerological wise, with being able to, this is really entering another like creation portal point in stepping in as a master and conscious creator of your experience, of your reality, right? And which of course is so synchronistic with the nodes changing, right, on that energetic date, going into North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo, and moving into, and then, that'll be in the afternoon, Pacific time, that the nodes change. And then that evening, the moon will move from Gemini into Cancer. And so we're having there's a lot of water, especially too with Mars being retrograde in Cancer. It's making that trine with Neptune that is, of course, in Pisces. And so there's just a lot of water element here. And I'll bring that into the body here in just a few minutes. But energetically speaking, the energetics that we have over this weekend. So I want you to, and we're getting into, right, more into the subconscious and our beliefs, especially with that Mars retrograde in Cancer, making its trine to Neptune, that we're getting deeper, right? And the sun is going to, it's moving, getting closer to make a conjunction with Pluto, and, will be opposing Mars. And so that'll be exact next Wednesday, right? But we're beginning to feel this energy. So the light and these energies really beginning to illuminate deeper and deeper within us in purpose of, right, clarification and healing, and being able to resolve some things within ourselves that have been, blocking, coloring, right, distorting, right, influencing, impacting how we have been operating, and in our current lives, in present situations, circumstances, relationships, so on and so forth, and how we are navigating our way through into more healing and transformation, and really new ways of being and doing here as a human in this reality, right? That's gonna be a huge focus this year as we go into the year of the snake. That is a Yinwood snake, and with North Node Pisces. And so there's going to be a lot of focus on that. And with the sun, so trining Uranus, right, it is kind of bringing forward that individuality, that unique expression, right? And in a different way, it's going to be highlighting that and being able to, what I'm sensing is it's almost like getting out of your own way, getting out of that. The work is, right, getting out of the box, that programming that you've been crammed into, right? It's almost like a blockade, right? That, and we are working through clearing the blockade, right? And opening up our flow. And so at this particular point in time, so this weekend, we have this opportunity, right? And kind of like intuition enhanced and our connection with the more universal sense of self, with our, right, beyond the physical realm and other planes of consciousness, and being able to, because when you're working at creating, right, creation level, you are not, your energy is not focused in your, in the 3D physical body or vessel. It's happening outside of time and space, in your field, and then into the quantum field of infinite potential, possibility. And so this is going to be something that I will continue to teach on, and also that in learning how to really become conscious in this area of your creative power, and so of how much potency there is, right, in your field, and how that impacts your physical body and experience. So being with this, it is a portal, it's a creative creation portal with this 111 energy and the nodes making their transition. It's very significant. And then the moon moving into Cancer. So my point being quite an emphasis on that aspect of the energy, and to be able to connect in that way, in the creation aspect of what you do want to experience. And I was really getting this message with all that is going on, between like the fires in California, and of course now they're sparking in other areas, the Cybertruck bombing, right? All of the different things that are happening that then flood our, social media streams or feed with, all the different agendas and things to actually impact us in a way of what you do want to create, because let's be real, we all really do want the same thing. We all want to operate in and have that freedom to create or freedom to express. And right, wherever you are at in the world, we all want to experience abundance. We all want to experience peace and this harmony, right, throughout the entire world and the planet, and being healthy, right, in all the different ways, like harmonic wealth. I love that expression. So that it is this beautiful harmonization in that higher frequency of wealth throughout all the aspects in different areas of your life, right? And that is a nice flow, a cohesive flow, right? That's congruent with your soul's vibration and expression, right? And to create from from your soul's calling and guidance centered within your cosmic heart, deep in the center of your heart space. And so really beginning with this weekend, and it is just the beginning. And I say that with actual opportunity of really experiencing your own power and resource that is within you, and how you impact the physical in this world and in your individual world. And so with all of the energy, so you may feel a lot of different things as we move through these transits over the weekend. Of course, this point moving forward, but really feel it this weekend. I'm seeing it because I always want to bring in, because the journey of becoming that true alchemist and master of your energy and that expression of your God self here in the physical, as you create I just lost my train of thought, but being able to everything that that is like a block, right? The resistance or a pattern that isn't aligned. It's just been continuing to project. And what is happening from, even if you have you're having setting the intention, okay, right? You're doing that outside of time and space, right? In your field. And I teach this in my mentorships of how it works, right? The energetics. So I want you to think about this with this entering in this critical point of creation energy, this creation portal with the transition, with the planetary bodies, right? All the energetics that we have available to work with. And it feels very concentrated, okay, this weekend. So a brief overview. You're working at creating your intention. You're planting that. Okay, well, now that is in your field. You are now that code, okay, is going to, right, it begins transmitting through your layers, all your subtle energy bodies, to then when it does move into your physical body through your energetic meridians, and therefore enter into your 3D conscious awareness, into your mind, into your body, into your cells, into the DNA, physical DNA coding that then gets expressed to be physically expressed, right? And come into a physical manifestation, whether it's inside the body or in your reality. Now, along the way, from that point in your field, all the way through, if there is any kind of distortion, blocks, etc., it's going to then filter through that energy. And that is going to influence the coding and the pattern as it moves through. So it can be different, it can be distorted by the time it even makes it to, right, into your conscious awareness. And the energies, the transits that we have this weekend and moving into next week as, right, the sun begins to conjunct Pluto and oppose Mars, it's getting that the energetics in where we may feel it, right? Because it can be, you can experience it as struggle or empowerment. It's all going to depend on how you channel this energy. So you want to work at really clarifying your channel, especially in this upcoming season when the sun moves into Aquarius the following Sunday on the 19th. And of course, you know, and especially obviously when it conjuncts Pluto exact, being in Aquarius. And so how I'm seeing this being expressed through the body, so what you may experience over this weekend, right, the next few days, 2-3 days, is the nervous system and the fascia. And remember, our fascia is also innervated, so that wired, tired feeling may kind of peak out, if you will. Of course, continued sleep disturbance through the weekend. I was picking up also joints, mainly in the shoulders and like fingers. And you may be in also like circulation and oxygenation of the body and the blood. And so to make sure, because are you experiencing like being cold or having cold hands or feet? So movement is going to be important to assist in keeping that circulation going, and possibly, you know, warming up the body, and because also of the venous circulation in the body. These are all things that are going to be perhaps impacted or influenced with where the planetary bodies are at their degrees over these next 2 to 3 days. Obviously the energy body, and I talked a bit about that. And so if you want to get into the specifics with your specific blueprint and design, right, I use both astrology and human design. You know, you can book a session with me, and we can dive in that specifically for you. And of course, working through that, this whole year is going to be really, it'll be some deep work, but I feel highly rewarding. And also this weekend with the rods and cones of the eyes. So eye things, and which you may have already been experiencing with this 0 degrees North Node in Aries, may have been affecting your eyes, perhaps your face, your head, having headaches, making sure that you are hydrated. You may have been experiencing dehydration. It's going to be really important too. So now it's going to be going into the time of, especially during Aquarius season, you're going to want to add that salt, and you want to make sure, of course, that it is good, clean salt that contains all of those essential trace minerals, that your body needs, right? Drinking electrolytes. This is going to be a staple that you're going to need to include into your daily regimen. And start tuning into your energy body, your field, because I am telling you that with this upcoming nodal cycle, the things that you are going to see a lot more of, and this is especially pertaining through the body, is more on gut health, more on parasites, right? That's really been coming through on social media and things, right? People doing cleanses. It's going to intensify. More viruses, bacteria, the immune system, and it's in the gut. This is because 70% of our immune system is in the gut. All of these things that in the gut, they're ruled like Pisces, Neptune, and also Virgo, of how that rules the GI and the digestion. And so there's going to be a lot of that. Like I said last time, we're processing, right? Starting to process different. So there can be, and there just is with Mars and Cancer, there just is poor digestion or having trouble digesting. Mentioned about the stomach acid, right? Too much or too little. Generally in Cancer, it's a deficiency in the stomach acid. So you may want to supplement with a digestive enzyme or hydrochloric acid. Always consult with your health practitioner, of course, and, of what you may need to add in to your daily regimen. So these are some things to bring into your awareness, and it's going to start working into your belief patterns, deep into your subconscious, especially with Mars trine Neptune, and how that has been impacting you in your, believing in yourself, in how you do things. There's going to be a lot of getting into that belief of whether it is not believing you couldn't do it, or that you are that, or that you are deserving of. These are some things that are going to be coming to your awareness. Roman chamomile. And so interesting that this came out. It is the oil of spiritual purpose. Okay. It says destiny on here. And there is a path waiting just for you. Open your heart and mind so you can use it on your journey of fulfillment. So love that. And right, trigger statement is I am lost, which with this energy, right, there can be that confusion, but this is where tuning into and getting very focused with your energy and connecting with your soul and your energy body, right? Learning to operate in this way is going to be highly beneficial. I have been seeing this nodal cycle is like, there will be levels of spiritual awakening, whether people are wanting that or not. It's happening. And we want the awakening, right, to happen. So in working with Roman chamomile, and this may be something that you continue to work with, right? Topically, aromatically, and also Roman chamomile is used in killing parasites. You can take it internally. So, right, if you have a very good, pure, organic Roman chamomile oil, that you can, like, feel confident. The only essential oils that I take internally is the doTERRA brand, because I know the processing, I know it's certified, organic, therapeutic grade, purity. So those are the only ones that I personally take internally. But there are more good companies that also make pure therapeutic grade oils. There's ones I personally use to take internally. So parasites, Roman chamomile, plus all of the other wonderful energetic and spiritual things that it does. So let's see what else we have. Tangerine. Oh, I love this because it is the oil of cheerfulness. It is let the burdens of responsibility go in this moment. With Sun and Capricorn season. And look at your world with the eyes of a child, which actually in the current human design transit, the North Node is in gate 25 in the self center, which is our love and direction in human design. And this is the gate of innocence. This is embracing with childlike innocence. And it is a return, right, to that purity. And there is mastery, right, within the innocence. It's returning to your pure knowing that is not distorted or projected upon that of any kind of, right, distortion or programming. And I am playful, and it is getting back into the heart, right? And creating from that place of joy. So when you focus on that creation energy with this weekend, and we've got that full moon as well in Cancer, right? On Monday, on the 13th, which feels very, just had one flip over, different. And it's going to be at 23 degrees, right? Which is an Aquarian degree. So there can be massive release, opportunity to release things I'm hearing systemically. So you may feel this systemically. I'm seeing nerve impulses like pulsing throughout, because and especially too in as Cancer, it rules the child archetype in the backside of the heart center. And so this can be like releasing energies that keep the child from being in sovereignty, in authority, right? Things that have held you back or that have colored your creative expression, your personal creativity, your visions, your dreams. But we want to definitely also follow through with the action. You also want to be in your power in owning what your visions and dreams and doing what is coming, your inspired action, right? So there's opportunity with this upcoming full moon in Cancer in releasing and transforming that trauma imprinted, perhaps that it is, right? The energy, the block, And this is like working in your energy body is going to be highly beneficial. What card flipped out, this is the Hidden Realms deck by Colette Baron Reed. And what flipped over is the Prison Waif. Self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness. Excuse me. So that comes into focus here. Card 31, right? That reduces to a 4. That 3 and 1, I mean, your unique expression, right, of the self, and that being in your structure. So connections to codes that carry patterns of that poverty consciousness and self-sabotage, right? Kind of as a form of protection of whether it's stepping out and being seen, or you have a fear that, right, something, that there's pain associated, negative experience. So it's self-sabotage, right, unconsciously, to, in a way, protect yourself. So it's like you don't even go there. But really, right, but we have to trust and go there. If you go to it energetically in the field and you are working there, right, it's going to influence then your physical reality and body. Oh, and I love this. I love this because, okay, it's the Eagle King. And I love this because the eagle has been coming through so much in the last week. And this is the big picture and angelic help. It's card 12. So this is the self and bringing into balance, right? Ultimately, your unique expression and being connected to source, to spirit, to the angelic realm, and being in aligned with integrity of spirit and the soul and your divine will and higher will, and working with eagle medicine, right? It is very powerful. It can be very healing in working with the eagle. And then we have the phoenix. So it's a very clear message, right? Surrendering to change. You are resurrecting, right? There's a whole restoration of divine expression that we are in and that we will continue to. Card 29, right? So balancing, we are completing the karmic cycles and the patterns, those old patterns, right, that have been ruling from the unconscious, all of those, right, coming to a completion so we can step forward as the master and into our mastery and rise. So working with the eagle. So, right, it is facing those patterns of, because so many of us are focused on relationships, money, right? Those are like two huge ones that we continue to focus on. I mean, understand, so we're human, so, and so many of us self-sabotage with relationships and financial things, opportunities, different things in the financial realm. So, and the money beliefs, right? Getting into that. So much that we're going to be facing within ourselves, and having that assistance in the process of alignment, connection and alignment, and holding that responsibility and integrity to self, and then, right, how that impacts collectively, and you are transforming from within and restoring your own divine expression to share. So it really it all begins with you. And this weekend it's a PowerPoint. It is a major PowerPoint for you to start making some choices and creating and just huge shifts that begin with you. And I'll leave that there. I'll put some links below if you are interested in booking a session or conversating about mentorship with me. I do both 6-month and 1-year programs. Really want to dive deep into and embody your divine expression. Please feel free to contact me, and you can send me an email and we can see if it is aligned for you. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and a very potent full moon, really maximizing that energy for yourself. And I will see you after that.